Hello, my name is Jasmine. I'm the teen librarian at the Lamont Public Library District. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a few new teen fiction and graphic novels for the month of February that you'll be able to find here at the library. At the end, I'll also be telling you about teen programs that we're offering this winter and service hour opportunities that you might be interested in. Let's get started. And Other Mistakes by Erica Turner. Aaliyah's home life has never been great, but she thought she'd survive her last years of high school with at least her friendships and cross-country stardom intact. That is, until junior year struck. She got outed by a church elder and everything came undone, including Aaliyah. Now senior year is about to start, and she's determined to come back faster and wiser. No more letting other people define her. No more losing herself to expectations. Accept well, with new friends, old flames, nosy school counselors, and teammates who don't trust her yet. The route already feels rough. And what's with the new girl Tessa, who gives Aaliyah butterflies every time she looks at her? Regardless, everything is fine. She'll be fine. Because this is the year to prove to everyone, and most of all herself, that she's more than her mistakes. After all, even Aaliyah can't outrun everything. Reader likes include Ophelia After All by Raquel Marie and Blaine for the Win by Robbie Couch. Delicious Monsters by Leslie Sambury. Daisy sees dead people, something impossible to forget in bustling, ghost-packed Toronto. She usually manages to deal with her unwanted ability, but she'll completely prepared to be dumped by her boyfriend. So when her mother inherits a secluded mansion in northern Ontario where she spent her childhood summers, Daisy jumps at the chance to escape. But the house is nothing like Daisy expects, and she begins to realize that her experience with the supernatural might be no match for her mother's secrets, nor what lurks within these walls. A decade later, Brittany is desperate to get out from under the thumb of her abusive mother. A best-selling author who claims her stay at Miracle Mansion allows her to see the error of her ways. But Brittany knows that it's nothing but a sham. She decides the new season of her popular haunted web series will uncover what happened to a young black girl in the mansion 10 years prior, and finally expose her mother's lies. But as she gets more wrapped up in the investigation, she'll have to decide, if she can only bring one story to light, which one matters most, Daisy or her own. As Brittany investigates the mansion in the present, Daisy's story runs parallel in the past. Both timelines propel the girls to face the most dangerous monsters of all, those that hide in plain sight. Reader likes include Summer's Edge by Dana Mele and Evertide by Sarah Goodman. I'll Take Everything You Have by James Clyce. In the summer of 1934, Joe Garb arrives in Chicago with one goal: earn enough money to get out of debt and save the family farm. Joe's cousin sets him up with a hotel job, then proposes a sketchy scheme to make a lot more money fast. While running his con, Joe finds himself splitting time between Eddie, a handsome flirt on a delivery truck, and Raymond, a carefree rich kid who shows Joe the eye-opening queer life around every corner of the big city. Joe's exposure to the surface of criminal Chicago pulls him into something darker than he could have imagined. When danger closes in from gangsters, the police, and people he thought were friends, Joe needs to pack up and get lost. But before he can figure out where to go, he has to decide who he wants to be. I'll Take Everything You Have is a vivid portrayal of queer coming-of-age in Depression-era Chicago, and a timeless story of trying to make your future bright when the rest of the world is dead set on keeping it hidden in the dark. Reader likes include The Cost of Knowing by Brittany Morris and What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli. Imposter Syndrome and Other Confessions of Alejandra Kim by Patricia Park. Alejandra Kim doesn't feel like she belongs anywhere. At a wealthy Manhattan high school, her super Spanish name and super Korean face do not compute her mostly white, woke classmates and teachers. In her Jackson Heights neighborhood, she's not Latinx enough. Not at home, Allie feels unwelcome, and things at home have only gotten worse since Poppy's body has discovered on the subway tracks. Ao wants nothing more than to escape the city for the wide open spaces of the prestigious Wilder University. But when a microaggression at school thrusts Allie into the spotlight and into a discussion she didn't ask for, Allie must discover what it means to carve out a space for yourself to belong. Reader likes include from Little Tokyo with Love by Sarah Kuhn and Soulmates by Susan Lee. The Island by Natasha Preston. They said goodbye to their friends and family for the weekend. They weren't counting on forever. Jagged Island, a private amusement park for the very rich, or the very influential. Liam, James, Will, Ava, Harper, and Paisley, social media influencers with millions of followers, have been invited for an exclusive weekend before the park opens. They'll make posts and videos for their channels and report every second of their VIP treatment. When the teens arrive, they're stunned. The resort is even better than they'd imagined. Their hotel rooms are unreal, the park's theme rides are incredible, and the island is hauntingly beautiful. They're given a jam-packed itinerary for the weekend. But soon they'll discover that something's missing from their schedule, getting off the island alive. Reader likes include Never Coming Home by Kate Williams and These Deadly Games by Diana Urban. Nerd Crush by Alicia Armrich. Ramona Lambert is a typical, shy, artistic 16-year-old. She has a best friend whom she's known since they were in diapers, parents who love her, a love for cosplay, and a crush on the cute boy in her class. The only problem? Her best friend moved away. Her parents don't quite understand her love of cosplay, and she is pretty sure her crush has no idea she exists. To escape her troubles, Ramona turns to cosplay and her original character, Real, who gives her the confidence and freedom that she lacks in real life. Embracing this confidence, she decides to strike up in an email conversation with her crush, Caleb Wolf, from her cosplay account in the hopes of getting to know him, and maybe win his heart. Then as Caleb and Ramona are swept up in their emails and back and forth to each other, and Ramona falls even harder as he opens up about his hopes, insecurities, and his own geeky loves. However, as Caleb starts to go closer and closer to Real, he also strikes up a friendship with Ramona, who knows she can't keep the truth about Real from Caleb, but isn't sure she's ready to risk losing him. With an important cosplay convention coming up, and the anxiety of her double life weighing on her, Ramona has to decide if she's hidden behind her cosplay character forever, or take the chance and let Caleb see the real her, because he might actually like her for who she is. Reader likes include Forward March by Sky Quanlen and It's All in How You Fall by Sarah Henning. Revel by Alyssa Maria Smith. On the island of Charmant, magic flows like bootlegged champagne, and fantasies can be brought for the price of a gemstone. Lux Revel, a star of her family's fantastical show, knows the splendor is an illusion. With prohibition threatening their livelihood, her family struggles to make a living, watering down champagne and patching holes in their sequined costumes. So when the son of Charmant's wealthiest family makes her an offer, everything the Revels need to stay in business, in exchange for posing as his girl and helping him become mayor, she can't refuse. The moment Jameson Port sets foot in Charmant, he can't shake the feeling of familiarity. An orphan with as few memories as gemstones, he's desperate to learn what happened to his parents, but as he delves into the island's secrets, he risks angering the wrong person and discovering a truth that just might break his heart. When Lux and Jameson accidentally meet, the sparks that fly are more than her magical enchantments. But keeping secrets from powerful people is a dangerous game, one that could destroy them both. Reader likes include Daughters of Jubilation by Kara Lee Corden and Together We Burn by Isabel Ibanez. This Time It's Real by Anne Liang. When 17-year-old Eliza Lynn's essay about meeting the love of her life unexpectedly goes viral, her entire life changes overnight. Now she has the approval of her classmates at her new international school in Beijing, a career-launching internship opportunity at her favorite magazine, and a massive secret to keep. Eliza made her essay up. She'd never been in a relationship before. let alone in love. All good writing is lying, right? Desperate to hide the truth, Eliza strikes a deal with the famous actor in her class, the charming but aloof Kaz Song. She'll help him write his college applications if he poses as her boyfriend. Kaz is a dream boyfriend. He passes handwritten notes to her in class, makes her little sister laugh, and takes her out on motorcycle rides to the best snack stalls around the city. But when her relationship with Chaz starts feeling a little too convincing, all of Eliza's carefully laid plans are threatened. Can she still follow her dreams if it means breaking her own heart? Get ready to fall in love in this hilarious rom-com about a girl who begins a fake relationship with the most famous actor in her class. Perfect for fans of Meg Cabot and Jenny Han. The Wicked Bargain by Gabe Cole Novo. On Marleone de la Rosa's 16th birthday, El Diablo comes calling. Mar is a transmasculine, non-binary teen pirate hiding a magical ability to manipulate fire and ice. But their magic isn't enough to reverse a wicked bargain made by their father, and now El Diablo has come to collect his payment, the soul of Mars' father and the entire crew of their ship. When Mars is miraculously rescued by the sole remaining pirate crew in the Caribbean, El Diablo returns to give them a choice. Give up your soul to save your father by the harvest moon, or never see him again. The task is impossible. Mar refuses to make a bargain, and there's no way their magic is any match for El Diablo. Then Mar finds the most unrealistic, unlikely allies, Bass, an infuriatingly arrogant and handsome pirate, and the captain's son, and Dami, gender-fluid Dominio, whose motives are never quite clear. For the first time in their life, Mar may have the courage to use their magic. It could be their only redemption, or it could mean certain death. Read-alikes include Queen Among the Dead by Leslie Liverton and Bright Ruined Things by Samantha Coe. On to graphic novels. Project Knot by Chelsea Fruity. Ren Middle's last memory in the year 1996 is getting on a bus to visit his mystery pen pal Georgia. When he wakes up in 2122, he thinks he might be hallucinating. He's not. Tech conglomerate Chirotech sponsors a time travel program to help students in the year 2122 from real-life subjects who've been transported into the future, and Ren is one of them. In 2122, Ren's life in the 1990s is practically ancient history, and Ren's not sure how to feel about that. On top of it all, he learns that his memory will be wiped of all things 2122 before he's sent back to the 90s. Adding to Ren's complicated feels, he's forming a crush on his student guide, Mars. And when he crosses paths with the absolute last person he expected to see in the future, he has a bigger problem on his hands. What if Chronotech isn't the benevolent organization they claim to be, and he and his fellow subjects are in great danger? Read-alikes include Descender by Jeff Lemire and Wires and Nerve by Marissa Meyer. This winter, for tween and teen programs, we're offering D&D, Art for Afternoons, Teen Take and Makes, Teen Treat Yourself. We are also doing 100 books before graduation, where you can read 100 books before graduating, log them to your Beanstalk account, and win prizes on the way to 100. For service hours, we have our At Your Service program, Teen Volunteer Squad meetings, Character Pen Pals letter writing program, where you can come in to write letters to children as their favorite character, and if you want, you can also request a letter writing kit to take home and bring back for service hours. We also have book reviews and advanced reader book reviews, where you get to keep the title after reviewing it. If you would like any more information about programs or service hour opportunities, you can contact me at jwilkerson@lamontlibrary.org. Thank you and have a great day.